I'm gonna make the incision. Okay. We can now push pain medication via IV. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to initiate suturing now. Finish up. Alright, well done. Oh, hi. Didn't see it there. Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to be something you're not? Maybe like a doctor or a boxer? What about visit a world that you've never, or somewhere place you've always wanted to visit? Maybe like Mount Everest or Antarctica. Well, with virtual reality, also known as VR, you have a world without limits and endless possibilities. Today, I will go over a history of VR, how it is used today, and what is in store for the future of it. From the book, The Gale Encyclopedia of Science, in the virtual reality section, VR is being used around us, whether it be for the entertainment, training purposes, or to help making life easier. Virtual reality is up and coming. I believe that VR is the future and will be more integrated into our everyday lives. I was inspired by virtual reality from works of fiction like Ready Player One and Sword Art Online. And it really got me thinking to look more into virtual reality. First, I will go over a brief history of VR, and then I'll go how it is used today, and then go over the future of it. The concept of VR dates back to 1939 during the World War II era, but they struggled to create a simulation to be a more realistic combat setting and eventually failed. It wasn't until 1966 that Ivan Sutherland, an American programmer, conducted the first head-mounted display for virtual reality, which projected a cube out in space. And it wasn't until the 1970s that the military started funding for the virtual reality development, and it was until 1979 that they finally created a full functioning virtual reality cockpit with a head mount display. And it wasn't until 1989 until the term virtual reality was coined by developer Jaron Lanier. Virtual reality also was known back then as hyperspace, the digital world, and cyberspace. Now that I've gone over like a brief history of virtual reality, I want to go over how it's used today. So, with virtual reality today, it consists of a reality engine via computer. You have a headset. You have an audio device. You have gloves or a controller that help control the environment. And you also have sensors that can pick up your movements. In entertainment, like video games, VR can be used for almost anything. Let's say bowling, for example. You do the movements of bowling with the controller, and it will pick up from the sensors, and actually you'll be bowling in a bowling alley without leaving the luxury of your home. For businesses, they're used for more of testing. Great example is the Volvo car company, which uses it to test their dashboard configurations. For rehab purposes, it's helped for patients to get over their phobias by putting them in a stressful environment to help them get over them. And in medicine, it's being applied for training purposes for people in the medical field. So for different situations and simulations, so that way they can make the correct and right decision out in the field. Now that we've talked about how VR is used today, I'm going to talk to you now about how VR is going to be impacting us in the future and what's more to come. So currently the tech is being developed right now where it's taking the retina of the eye, creating a screen for images, and sending it to the brain via the optic nerve. This will eventually create a virtual reality eyesight that will replace a natural eyesight for the blind. They're also currently developing a mixed reality. Currently, there are mixed reality technologies like the Microsoft HoloLens and the Google Glass, but they're working to make it even better for everyday use. One of the goals for the future is to eventually create a full body suit that will fully immerse the user in the virtual world. And looking forward into the future, a lot of people are trying to recreate stuff like they see from Ready Player One or Sword Art Online, where it's just the headset and it will send your mind into another body in another world, which I'm pretty excited for if it's actually going to happen. Now that I've kind of gone over like what VR is, from being the brief history of it to how it's used today and what we have in store for the future, I feel like VR is a tech that can be used for many things, like entertainment, or treatment, and training. And I hope to eventually see all of you in the digital world. Well, gotta get back to what I was doing earlier, right? Alright, who's trying to box?